Hi, I'm Tyson Franklin, and welcome to this week's mini episode for It's No Secret with Dr. T. Today, I want to talk about cash, or more specifically, cash flow and why I think cash is king. See, it doesn't matter how much money you make. What's important is how much of it you have available after collecting all payments and paying out all your monthly expenses. Many businesses struggle in the first few years because they've gone into the business venture full of enthusiasm and wearing rose-colored glasses, and then quickly run out of money because the money going out exceeds the money coming in. I knew a couple who spent over $200,000 to set up a podiatry business on the Sunshine Coast, and they went broke within about 12 months. Now, I've been asked, was it because they were dumb? Well, the jury's still out on that, but from what I observed, it was a cash flow problem pretty much from day one. From the outset, they began their business venture with very little capital, and therefore they borrowed too much money, resulting in larger than normal monthly repayments, which immediately ate into their cash flow. They purchased equipment they probably didn't need. They made purchases for home and added it to their business repayments. Now that is dumb, especially when you're first starting out in business. They gave accounts without any questions, and they also gave discounts on a regular basis. They got financial advice from unqualified family and friends, and they began with limited cash in their bank. So right from day one, they were trading with limited cash flow, and this caused them a lot of stress. And this is a crazy way to start any business. But I'd like to point out, running out of money before running out of month is not just a problem for new businesses either. It can also happen to well-established businesses if they do not pay enough attention to watching their cash flow and monthly expenditure. Even a successful business can go broke if they are not getting paid fast enough. If you must pay $10,000 rent this month, but you have a $20,000 payment owed to you in 90 days, that's not very helpful. So the speed in which your accounts are paid is extremely important to your cash flow. If your business gives out accounts, you need to have a strict account policy, and everyone needs to adhere to it in your business. And if someone is late with a payment, there should be a process to follow, and do not give them additional credit hoping that they're going to pay in the future. When I had my podiatry business, I had a zero account policy. And yes, a few patients did complain, but they also made an appointment and paid their account in full. And they returned and never asked for account a second time. And after 30 years, I had no bad debts. There's not too many businesses that could actually say that. Now, you might be thinking, this is impossible in your industry, and maybe that's true. But still give it some thought, or at least review your current payment terms. If your invoice says 30, 60, and 90 days, then you're basically telling everyone they've got 90 days to actually pay that account. Why not change it to 7, 14, 21 days and overdue? Get your money faster. I feel that every business should work towards having enough cash in their bank account to cover all their business expenses, including wages, for a minimum of 3 months. Now, you might agree or disagree, but that's my thinking, because lack of money is stressful, and stress affects your judgment and also decision-making capabilities. You want to build your business with a clear head, not a cloudy head concerned with paying next month's rent. Good cash flow allows you to pay all your accounts on time, which suppliers love, and it builds trust. And if for any reason you did get in a financial pickle down the track, your suppliers will help you where they can, especially if you've built trust with them in the past. Good cash flow also gives you the ability to purchase in bulk and make significant savings. It saves money on freight because you're ordering fewer times throughout the year, and it builds trust with your team. Remember this, your team sees everything, and nothing destroys confidence in a business more than ongoing phone calls and emails from creditors. So here's my warning. Do not open your business if you do not have the capital and the cash flow to sustain the business. You are better to wait 12 to 18 months and do it properly, because you're also going to need to allow money for marketing. Marketing is going to be a key component to your business success, and many new businesses do not allow for marketing in the budget. And when the business gets tough, marketing is usually the first thing that they cut, and it shouldn't be. That's a big mistake. So make sure you budget for marketing in your financial forecast. So after having said all that, here's my summary of today's podcast and the things I want you to take away. First thing, cash is king. Number 2, cash flow is the amount of money available to you each month after collecting all revenue and paying all your monthly bills. Ideally, you want to see your available cash flow going upwards. Number 3, if your business gives accounts, limit the payment terms or do not give accounts at all if your business and industry will allow that. Mine did, and I think there's a lot out there that can follow that same policy. 4, aim to have enough cash in your bank account to cover 3 months of expenses so that you can think clearly at all times. Number 5, a good payment history builds trust. And number 6, if you don't have the capital and cash to start your business right now, don't rush into it. Just wait a little while. It's not going to harm you to wait another 12 to 18 months, as I said before. If you have any questions about this particular episode, please send me an email, tf@tysonfranklin.com. And if you enjoyed this episode, tell your friends and tell your family. Spread the word around. Share the love. That's what I always say. And if you happen to be on iTunes, I would love a review. It always puts a big smile on my face when I read one. Okay, that's it from me. Look after yourself. Look after your family. And I will talk to you again next week. Bye for now.